So today's session is going to be slightly different. So before we begin, can you put in the chat window exactly how many projects you have worked on within CareerPhi? Please enter in the chat window how many, what is the quantity of projects, and also name the projects in the chat window. Insurance portal. Pratik is saying insurance portal. Pranali is saying 6 to 9. Yeah. So, okay. Only one Java project, finance project management, 4 projects. Saloni is saying 4 projects. Yeah, so please check how Sonu has replied. So this is the kind of responses I'm expecting. So total 4 projects. However, you have listed 3. One is personal expense tracker. The second is task management app. The third one is loan approval. Yes. So basically, I'll tell you what has happened. So what has happened is people have joined at different points of time. And when they have joined different points of time, every week we have continued to do newer and newer projects. So there are some folks out here who have not yet completed the earlier projects. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a quick recap of all the projects leading up to the recent capstone project. Yasmin is saying banking dashboard, investment portfolio, and concert ticket booking. Okay. So, folks, what we are going to do is we are going to recap all the projects that are listed on our website from beginning till the end. And the ones you have not done, please make a note of it and complete that as well. Some of them are small ones. So, I would say most of them are small ones. The large ones have, I would say, an indicator in terms of this is a capstone project. So I'm aware of at least two projects which are larger projects. We will go through them one by one in this call. Okay. Pawal is saying banking dashboard, currently doing personal expense tracker using Python and Django. Okay, so only 2. Okay. So so there is a lot of road to cover. Uh, just to have a quick recap, let me basically share my screen and let me know once you are able to see my screen. Are you all able to see my screen? Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, excellent. So let's get started. So again, so folks have entered the system at different points of time. Hence, I'm making this recap, and obviously we want to publish this on YouTube as well. So our channel is live. We have uploaded 3 videos, and my attempt is the more we can do, the better it is for the larger audience. Um, So as CareerPhi, what we are doing is in a simple way, we are helping candidates find a better career, either with our group of companies or by themselves. We have created a purpose statement of our for ourselves, which we call as eradicating unemployment. In fact, we have gone ahead and trademarked this term as well. What we are saying is eradicating unemployment one consultant at a time. So while eradicating unemployment itself is a massive thing in itself, but one consultant at a time is important. If I have to recap the kind of things we have already done, so close to 25-30 members would have got placed by themselves for sure. In one of our, I would say, associated hiring partners, minimum 6 people got shortlisted, 4 people have joined them, and more walk-ins are underway by them also. And I'm talking to more customers for them to kind of invite us. So there are folks who have actually got benefited from this. We have got multiple, I would say, reviews on Google as well as Ambition Box. So thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Coming back to CareerPhi, so what we have set as a purpose for ourselves is eradicating unemployment one consultant at a time. And the core value system that we have held for ourselves, we call it as Sarvodaya, which means progress for everybody. Okay, and this is what we feel as the future for learning is where the training is available for free. Whatever is supposed to be learned is available for free, free for everyone. How we are able to provide it? So number one, we have aggregated free courses around the globe on this portal. These can be from YouTube or their own websites. We have aggregated them and they are live. The other thing we have done is we have created cohorts, so which is you folks. So cohorts, the way by which we have created them is we have these groups and we do a lot of breakout sessions. And that's how folks are able to learn from each other, learn best practices, help each other out, and so on. Right. And finally, one of the things that we have done is we have put in a lot of hands-on projects. So with this, what we have seen is people are able to put a lot of relevant stuff on their CVs and profiles. And I've seen people building their LinkedIn profile in a very good shape, size, and form now. I've seen people revamping their entire CVs from scratch, and it is really amazing, right, to see. So this is something really interesting and encouraging, and really happy with the progress that we have made so far. I've also seen a lot of collaboration on Bitrix as well, and that is really helping as well. Yes, I think there are a few questions. So if there are any questions, please put them in the chat window so that I can take them at the right time. Correct. Um, right. So this entire thing we have what we have done is we have taken the learning pyramid and we have converted into I would say different processes within our methodology, and we are providing all of this for free. And the another reason why we are able to do it for free is we get paid from our hiring partners. Okay. Now coming to various technologies that we have seen so far. Now I will go through multiple technologies one by one, and I will talk about their projects. I think, and all of them are listed on our website. You can simply search on the feed. So I hope everybody has signed up. There is nobody who has not signed up for sure. So first, let me start. In I would say descending order. So descending order wise, we have Capstone project, which was I would say uncovered last week. Is the I would say pretty large project in itself, and yeah, let me go through that. So I hope everybody is working on it. Please give me a kindly give me a thumbs up if you are working on it. Yeah. And please let me know in the chat window, is this helpful? I mean, is this project helpful? Do you feel that with this kind of a project, if you put on your CV and if you have practiced on it, you will have a better chance of kind of showcasing your own talents? Do you feel that? Yeah. So Meenal is saying yes. Sonu is saying yes, definitely. Yes. So a lot of yeses for sure. Right. So yeah, that's the direction in which we have built this. So this is the capstone project, which talks about automating customer onboarding for insurance policies. This is something that each and every insurance company requires. In fact, every company that has any kind of a B2C or even B2B customer, they would all have some kind of customer onboarding process. In this particular capstone project, we are trying to automate the customer onboarding process and KYC for insurance policies. Right. And you can use any technology. The time is like 5 to 7 days, and contribution type is individual. Right. So everything is kind of divided in terms of user stories and acceptance criteria. So there are user stories here built in something called as Gherkin format or Gherkin language. I would encourage all of you to do some more studies on what this is all about. In a nutshell, it kind of summarizes the project or the requirement in understandable language, right? So the language that can be understood by developers as well as the business stakeholders or folks who are from management or, in other words, who are not developers, right? So this is how the statement kind of looks like. The next user story is more like KYC verification. Next is around result of the KYC verification, followed by document collection for the insurance policy, and finally the customer notification for the policy status. The things like acceptance criteria are listed down in detail. Things like wireframes, what we look for in a particular wireframe is also listed down. Unlike other projects, we have not given the detailed wireframes here. Here we have kept it open-ended so that you can apply your own ideas and creativity and come out with some really interesting stuff. Again, I mean, details are given in terms of text, so I would highly recommend folks to read the whole thing first before getting started, because things are related to each other, connected to each other, and if you get started with something, you will miss the key details which may be published below. For example, there are a few, I would say, additional pages which are also mentioned here, additional features also mentioned here. For example, dashboard for users and email and SMS notifications. So there are these things that you need to plan upfront before getting started. You will miss it if you just start developing things without reading. Right. Also, the test cases are mentioned here in terms of would what should happen in a particular scenario, and there are a total of 9 scenarios which are given here. Finally, there are also steps given here, provided here to build your portfolio on LinkedIn so that you can get the required, I would say, attention from the key folks. I've seen people who are doing these exercises. I've seen their profiles getting a very interesting engagement from the right people. Some of them are working in larger organizations in some kind of either practice side or HR side. And I see it is definitely interesting and helpful. Let me ask you this question here in terms of this particular exercise. So, are you finding it helpful that when you get engagement on your LinkedIn, are you finding it more encouraging? Are you finding it more relevant in terms of the kind of people who are liking, sharing, and commenting on your post? Certainly. So I can see this. People have tagged me, and this is and I read their comments, and I see just a month back they did not even have their LinkedIn profiles, and now their profiles are really something, right? So consistency is important. So you need to repeat this. It's not going to happen in a day's time or a week's time. Your consistency is required here. This one is PHP capstone project, and it's in fact a project for college related, I would say, internship submission. So this is a pretty large project. Again, this is a kind of um, how should I put it? So the technology here is a placeholder. You can build this project in any technology, even in MERN, even in Java, even in I would say any other technology for that matter. The project is manufacturing inventory and other management systems. So it's more like a mini ERP for a manufacturing organization. The key features it holds are things like inventory management. So right from raw materials to work in progress goods to finished goods. Um, the order management side of the manufacturing business, uh, purchase order management for raw materials, as in while building or manufacturing a certain component, companies require raw materials. So also handling those side of purchase order automation, bill of materials. So it's a very important concept when it comes to manufacturing enterprises, production schedule tracking, and reporting analytics and dashboard. So believe me, if you all understand these terminologies and are able to explain them well, even that will be a big asset, because one of the things typically developers do not realize is end of the day you are going to build projects or applications that are going to be used by other human beings, and these human beings are in a certain industry, in a certain domain, or in a certain department, and they understand their domain pretty well. So when they are sharing requirements, or when you are brainstorming ideas, or when you are capturing their needs, it is important for you also to speak their language, their terminologies, because they will not, I mean, they will, let's say, give one statement with respect to BOM or bill of materials. At that time, you cannot ask them, "Hello, sir, what is bill of materials?" or "Hello, ma'am, what is BOM?" So it will look really bad, right? So that's where this is also an important criteria where, or important, I would say, understanding where folks who understand industry domain or domain knowledge or subject matter expertise, they have much higher chances of getting really significant growth in that industry. uh, okay, for application development or for IT related roles. Okay. All the details are mentioned here again, right from user stories to acceptance criteria to, I would say, test cases. Everything is mentioned here in excruciating details. And this is supposed to be done in, like, let's say, 1 to 2 months kind of a time frame. So this is slightly bigger, and I would say very important when it comes to uh, presenting how you can build a certain app in detail. So this is that project. Again, technology is a placeholder. You can build this on any technology. Coming to the next one, while this is not a project, but this is, let's say, key interview sections that we had created, especially for breakout sessions. So one of the things we have seen is the more practice you do with respect to interviews, the better you will be. Now, obviously, everybody understands this, but how to practice, and that's where our cohorts and that's where our breakout rooms play an important role. And I would encourage all of you to participate wholeheartedly when it comes to these breakout rooms, right? So that is where we create the breakout rooms for, let's say, MERN, full stack, front end, different technologies. And the candidates within those breakout rooms ask each other important interview questions, and that is what is kind of analyzed, how you are answering a particular question. Everybody feels that, okay, I know something, but you knowing something and you communicating that are completely different things, and this step helps you prepare for the real world interview scenarios with somebody who is like-minded in the same boat with you, right? So this is a very important exercise. I hope when we had conducted these exercises, they were helpful. We want to restart them, and hopefully, I mean, if you want, after this session, we can create breakout rooms and you can practice this also. So would you like that? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I can see many thumbs raised and many comments also on this particular matter. So yeah, definitely. So this is an important exercise, and we will do that. And we have, I would say, interview questions for almost all the major technologies that we cover on CareerPhi website. Um, sure. So I will share all these important links with you all. Okay. Next was soft skills and communication skills and interview preparation. Again, this was a highly requested course, and what we saw was, and this is my personal observation as well as feedback, when a lot of you were presenting projects, or when a lot of you enter a certain text in the chat window, or you have created, let's say, presentation videos, the 10-minute videos for submitting your projects. What I have seen is there is a definite, I would say, scope of improvement as far as the communication skills are concerned, or soft skills are concerned. Now, soft skills is not just speaking in English, but it is a 360-degree in terms of how you as a human being can behave. So it is your speech, your tone, your language, correctness of your language, of course, or your body language, how you are presenting something, your etiquettes, and culmination of things. So after that particular observation, we created this course. Again, this was highly requested. Again, my feedback, I would like to ask this, that do you feel this kind of a course is going to be helpful, and do you feel you need it, and what should we do to basically do this more, right? So we are already having this 10-minute video preparation. We have this LinkedIn and YouTube videos also. We have this in terms of comments and feedback. We have the interview prep. So all this together helps as a part of this soft skills and communication skills preparation, right? So yeah, I can again see a lot of thumbs up and a lot of comments that this is helpful. So my again, 2 more cents here. Believe me, if you are extremely strong at technology and if you crack all the aptitude tests and technical interviews, but if your communication is not up to the mark, uh, I mean, you will not be able to get in. So, I mean, that's the harsh reality. I mean, we cannot do anything about it. We have to embrace it. We have to improve at it. We have to take that feedback positively, make it happen, and I hope you will see the difference. Here, I would like to take a pause and give you a hack. So, this hack can be applied in any language. Okay, so let us consider English in this particular instance. So English as a language, how many words it would have? So let me ask you this question. Please put in the chat window. How many words does English as a language has? How many words are there in the English language? No, no, words. 26 are alphabet. I'm asking words. There can be many words. I mean, I don't know. So dictionary is just the starting point. So if you all have seen the Oxford dictionary, it's a starting point, and new words are added to the dictionary. Okay, new words from other languages are also incorporated in English. For example, guru. Guru is not an English word, but they incorporated it. So there are similar instances. Now, obviously, when we tell about how to learn, let's say English is, again, English is just a placeholder here. It can be your technical language or any other language. It can be German, Japanese, or any other communication language or coding language. Okay, the trick is you have to master the most used words. So how many words are most used in the English language? How many words are most used in the English language that, let's say, you would use on a daily basis? Just word, no quantity. I want just the quantity. Yash is saying around 500. Tejas is saying around 300. Rutuja is saying, okay, around 2000, 2500. So it's less than 1000. Okay, so the words that you use on a daily basis are less than 1000. So the hack is that you have to master this 1000 to 2000 words only and how they are used in uh, constructing sentences. That's all. You master that, you are a master in the English language. Rest everything, you have Chat GPT, you have Grammarly, and then you continue reading, continue building your vocabulary. But the initial hack is just master those 2000 words. That's it. And you will be better than most out there. Okay. So I hope everybody is clear with this particular hack. Yes. Yeah. So let's proceed ahead. So this is again, I mean, we deviated from our projects to this because, I mean, they are interconnected. I mean, after you have built your project, you have to present it. So hence they are interconnected. And we are just not building projects for the sake of it. Ultimately, we need to get a good career out of all of this. And hence we wanted to cover this bit also. Now coming to the AI ML side of things. So AI ML, again, we have many trainings already on the site, and there are 2 projects here. So 2 projects that we have, one is the loan approval system, and the other one is predictive maintenance for IoT devices. So if you see, one important thing here is all of these projects are extremely real life simulation projects. So if you talk to, I'm sure you will have a lot of relatives in the industry. Talk to them about these projects. Ask them that I mean, how would they do this? Ask them more details, discuss, brainstorm with them around this, and you will find a lot more ideas around these. Okay, so for example, loan approval predictor. So I don't know how many of you would have taken personal loan or home loan or any kind of loan, right? But if you ask somebody who is, let's say, who has bought a home and they have done it on a home loan, or they have taken personal loan, okay, so there is a process of asking for a loan to loan actually getting approved. So here, what we are saying is it's a loan approval predictor. So there again, every lender are banks, as in ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, and others who provide loans, or there can be NBFCs or non-banking financial institutions or companies. Okay, NBFCs also provide loans like Bajaj Finance. Okay, so there is a process. So when you apply for a loan, their systems would check things like, let's say, your credit score, your maybe financial statements, your income statements. They would analyze all of this and then they would decide whether to approve or reject a loan. Okay. And this particular project deals with with the help of AI, how would you predict whether a loan should be approved or not? This kind of an app is extremely real life, and I would say most of the financial services organizations are already using this concept in some form or the other. Okay. And I mean, if you master this kind of a thing, you can actually get a good career in a financial services, banking financial services kind of organization. Okay. Do you all agree? Do you all agree with this? Please put a comment. Yeah. So again, now here I have put this particular project. Yeah, Yash is saying this project requires really good algorithm to predict approval. You are right, but that is where you are. I mean, you are free to refer to anything, right? I mean, I am not restricting you. You can use any way to get help with that algorithm. Okay, that's number one. And number two, if you see closely here, AI is just a part of this particular application. Okay, so your application could be a regular loan approving application, but your whether to approve or not the loan, the predictor part is the AI. So here I would like to again focus. Want to I would want you to focus your attention on the fact that today most of the apps would be similar to this. What I mean by that is there will be an app that you can build in any technology, but that app will have some kind of AI in it, whether you like it or not. And hence, I would again highly recommend all of you to practice these kind of apps, which have, let's say, regular applications with the masala of AI. I mean, I would call it like that because that's what customers want today. That's what industries want today. If you see the IT budget, most of it is going towards AI projects. And what I mean by that is AI is not standalone. AI is always with something. Okay. So here in this case, it is with loan prediction, loan approval prediction, right? So, so please, I would say, do that. Rutuja is asking for such projects from where can we take data from? So you will have to simulate it, Rutuja. So for example, I would have to simulate some kind of a credit score. So let's say there is CIBIL score. So I would just put some kind of a simulation there. It is definitely not your app may not be integrated with CIBIL. Yes, understood. But you will have to, let's say, create some kind of a local API and maybe some kind of an Excel sheet or some kind of a database, and then simulate that particular process, how it would happen in real life. There are also some websites out there that give data sets. I need to check a few websites. I'll definitely share those with you as well. So they have already developed built data sets in terms of Excel sheets, and then you can utilize them. Yeah, Kaggle is one. Yes, correct. Rinchi is saying Kaggle. Yes, yes. So you can use that for sure and try to basically do as much as possible. You may not get exactly what you are looking for, but I think it is it will be much more than what you will need. You will have to customize it slightly and then feel free to use. Okay. So everybody on the same page. Is this fine? By the way, so let me also take a dipstick checkup that is this session making sense? Are you finding this helpful in terms of what we are covering today? Is this going too fast, too slow? Are you able to follow? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, again, I mean, everything is basically mentioned here in terms of user stories, acceptance criteria. Here we also have wireframes in terms of what the app would look like and some more idea about that. Right. Data description and other things are kind of given here. Okay, in this particular case, I have also given the data. So I think somebody asked where is the data. So yeah, I mean some data is also given here. You can download it. Yeah, and then finally, submitting this particular result. Yeah. So again, I would highly encourage you all to do something similar to this, I mean, I would say work on this project itself. That would be really helpful. Next is predictive maintenance system for IoT devices with AI/ML. So here you can actually master three technologies at the in one shot. One is obviously your own core technology on which you are building applications. The second is your AI/ML concepts, and third is IoT. So in one shot, you are able to actually build three massive keywords in your project. And prospective recruiters would really love it that if you are able to handle such kind of complex systems, then yeah, there is something to it, right? So uh, is it easy? Definitely not. But can you learn it? Definitely yes. So go through this project again. It's a pretty interesting project, and try to build it. I mean, it's a very small project actually. It's a very small project. In a nutshell, let's say you have your mobile towers. So I mean, I'm giving a different example here. So let's say Airtel, Vodafone Idea, etc., they have their own mobile towers. Now these towers can be in remote areas, in villages, or not even villages, in between of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. And let's say electricity may not be available 24/7 in those areas. There may be electricity interruptions. So in those cases, the uh, power would be generated via power backup methods. And what fuel they use? Let's say diesel. Now, when the diesel depletes, or it is, there are a few hours remaining for the diesel to run out, the person who needs to refuel that needs to get notification from multiple places. Just giving an example here again. So this is an example of an IoT system, right? A lot of people are using it in farming. A lot of people are using it in manufacturing, and it's a pretty big, massive thing within itself. Here, the project is about predictive maintenance system for IoT devices. So there will be some kind of prediction which will be available here. Right. So Sambhaji is asking, I do not know AI/ML. How do I develop this project? Uh, um, Pooja is asking, is this project required to do by Java Spring students? So, I mean, is it required? No. Is it compulsory? No. Uh, Do you know it? Of course, no. See, the technology is changing very rapidly. You may not be able to play catch up uh, based on what was taught in your colleges. The only way is to learn newer things. Even I would not know all of these things. That's where we emphasize on the fact that we build people who are able to learn things by themselves. So Sambhaji and Pooja, you will have to work out ways by which you can make it happen. You will have to do your own research and build it. Is it compulsory to build it? No. Will it be excellent step to build it? Yes. As far as I go. So if I am the recruiter and if somebody comes across me with these kind of projects, and if they are able to justify the projects, if they are able to show me the demo, and if they have shown me the video, Frankly, I would not even interview them. I would go ahead with them. I need such kind of people. I need such kind of people yesterday. Okay. So I hope I'm able to communicate here. Yeah. Yash is asking about Twilio API. Yash, YouTube. Go to YouTube, search about it. Twilio has a lot of help documents. Check that out. It also has forums. Check that out. You will get to know everything there. Uh, Rinshu is asking, but sir, we have to focus on one thing. Rinshu, what that one thing is, we don't know. We don't know which technology will be disrupted by AI. We don't know in which technology you will get a job. We don't know what is hot in the market, what is required. All we know is when we go in front of the customer should get peace of mind, or the hiring company should get a peace of mind that if I hire this person will get the job done. Does not matter what job it is, does not matter which technology it is in. So that is what we are trying to basically do here. Next comes Salesforce. So, I mean, since we have very few folks in Salesforce, I would quickly rush through this. Again, understand the scope of the project. Technology is secondary. You can build these projects on any technology. Okay. Uh, Contract generator for Salesforce App Exchange. So App Exchange is a, let's say, uh, Play Store or iTunes for Salesforce. I mean, iTunes or Play Store equivalent for Salesforce. Okay, and so this project is for contract generator for Salesforce. You, of course, you'll have to read and understand what all of this is. If you really want, you can build this project on any technology. The only difference will be you will not be able to put it on App Exchange. Customer support ticketing system. This is again a widely used project for any organization out there, that is support tickets. So imagine you have let's say a SIM card, let's say Airtel, you have some problem, you reach out to a help desk number, and they would give you a ticket number, they would give you a complaint number, a complaint ID. So that is what a ticketing system is. So the entire IT departments or support departments work on some or the other kind of these kind of tickets. Okay. Next is customer feedback manager, where the system is able to take feedback in terms of star rating, in terms of good, bad, ugly, etc. from the customers. Uh, Again, see, we need projects like these to be built on your CVs, not hospital management system or a library management system. When was the last time you went to your libraries? I don't think you would even remember, or you would even know what a library would look like. So uh, put projects which are real world, real life, and they would help somebody get something significant done. Okay. Um, Cloud contact center. So this is again for financial services. So financial services organizations would have a contact center. So this is about that. This is a typical Salesforce, I would say, use case. Very famous. So let's say if you have built all these projects on Salesforce or any other technology for that matter, you would get a different kind of visibility in the interview process itself. Insurance claim field service management. So this is for people who are on the field. Um, so when they basically go on the field, they need to perform certain tasks as far as, let's say, insurance claims are concerned. So this particular app is for that. Again, loan approval predictor, I think we already saw for AIML. And we also saw predictive maintenance system for IoT in AIML. Now let's come to Java Spring Boot. So in Java Spring Boot, we have the below projects. So appointment scheduling system, smart appointment scheduling system, right? So this is the first project. The second project is personal finance management system. Uh, I hope Java folks have already done this. If not, I'll also comment there. Next comes Python. So I would like to again highlight one thing. So we have also started this 5 days internship, and some people here would be from that domain also. So what that is so internship duration can be increased to 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, no problem. But whether you are able to cope up with all of this or not, that was the important matter. And that's where we have 5 days internships. They are currently in things like Java, Python, and front end. More technologies are coming up, and they will be, let's say, up hopefully by this weekend. But the idea is that right from the training to the projects, or if you already know all of this, directly the project should be done, and then we will have extension. With the extension, you will get access to more projects. Right. So this is the part of that 5 days training. So again, this is about Python. So again, after the training, we have projects. So for example, task management app. We also have personal expense tracker. Finally, we have front-end, I would say, development projects, and this is frankly where all of it started. The banking dashboard project, which was supposed to be done in HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Again, technology is just a placeholder. You can build it on any technology. Wireframes are given, acceptance criteria, user stories, everything is given. Short project should be able to do within 2 to 4 hours. Next is customer self-service portal for insurance claims. Again, a very important project, something that I would say every insurance company has and they would all love. And customer self-service portal, any industry and any company would love. So if you have built customer self-service portals, you can actually specialize in this kind of a thing. Okay, extremely hot thing in itself. Yeah. Finally, we have MERN stack projects, and I think we have two projects there. The loan origination system using MERN stack, a pretty famous, I would say, project for all companies who give out loans. And finally, we have Smart Personal Diet Planner. This is a smaller project for Monstack. So it has some I would say, masala in it. Again, the reason behind it, I already said. So when you are building something, think how AI would be impacting that particular project and try to add that AI flavor in it. Okay, because every company is looking for that kind of a thing. They are all investing in that kind of a thing. Okay, and after this is done, we also have the capstone project, as we kind of covered initially itself. The capstone project that we covered in terms of customer onboarding for insurance policies, right? So these are all the projects that we have, and this was a recap, and you can kind of go through it one by one. I will send all the links to you all on the WhatsApp groups. There are a few questions and few comments. Nalin is saying, I showed my resume to one of my friend for review, and he told me as a fresher I must keep it in a single page. Is there any particular reason for this? So Nalin, number one, I can see 100 people in this group right now. You are not freshers anymore. When you have joined me, you are not freshers anymore. Your experience has already started. You are working 8 to 9 hours a day, 8 hours a day with um, full passion, dedication, hard work, focus. You are learning new things. You are working on projects. You have all these projects which you can put on your CV. Hence, you are not a fresher anymore. That's number one. So understand it. Now, with experience, you can build your CV in 2 pages. In fact, we also had CareerPhi CV format, which again I will share. So it's a 2 page format, and the importance behind that is you can put important projects that you have done. In fact, with our mix, your recruiters will not even look at your graduation or post graduation scores. They will only look at your projects, and they will only discuss about your projects. Disclaimer is you should have had worked genuinely hard on your project, and you should be able to justify that pretty well. Okay. So Nalin, I hope this helps. Somebody is saying one project on some 10-15 people work when start that time. So somebody, you need to work on this bit, number one. Number two, we are not able to do group projects here for various reasons. Right. So unless you are a group yourself, you can let me know that you are a group, you want a group project. I will be able to help you. But if you have come to CareerPhi as an individual and if you are expecting me to give a group, I will not be able to do that. So I hope Sambhaji, I cleared this. Muskan is saying my friend is also interested in enrolling in this internship. Can she start now? Muskan, please send me a WhatsApp message. I'll give you a link. Your friend can join that. So next batch onward, she can be with us, which will start coming Monday. Adil is saying, sir, for 5 days training students, are we going to get any offer letters for that? And how many projects we must complete? Also, how do we extend it to 2 3 months? So Adil, 5 days is more for you to understand. This is how things work here. Okay, so internship will extend without any issues, but you will get offer letters in second week. If you are extending it, you will get offer letters for the internship in second week. Okay. And how many projects you need to do? So 5 days internship links I have already given for Python, for front end, and for Java. You can choose either one of them and complete the whole thing. You will get the certificate directly, automatically. You don't need to even wait for us. When to start 8 hours of work? Somebody is asking. It has supposed to be started. Your reporting in time is 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. So I hope I have covered everything. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to address that. And very important, even this video will be published on YouTube along with other previous videos. So folks who are completely new, you can also have a look at our YouTube. So again, for YouTube, I would request you all to subscribe our channel so that you get all the new latest things that we will publish there.